I'm 1,000 paces from the nearest dive. I need a drink just to keep me alive. This afternoon I just got up. I'm 1,000 miles from anyone I love, and I'm finding it hard just to keep my head above whiskey. And I'm about to give up, 'cause last night I hit rock bottom. I know if I looked at things logically, well, hell yes, there are people who are worse off than me, but it's hard to see that when you're in this deep. And I fell into a bottle, but I could not find the message I had sought inside, telling me, hey, you'll be numb forever. But last night, you know I hit rock bottom. I hit rock bottom where there's no more tears. I hit rock bottom, landed on my fears. I hit rock bottom, I didn't make a sound, 'cause I hit rock bottom and the bottom fell out, yeah. And I burned my candle from the melt inside. I took a trip and I hope to arrive in a better place. Hey, but I'm still here. And I'll call my mama in a day or two, and I'll say, I'm alright, mama, I'm just a little bit blue. And she'll never know, 'cause she can't see these eyes. But last night, oh mama, last night, you know I hit rock bottom. I hit rock bottom where there's no more tears. I hit rock bottom, landed on my fears. I hit rock bottom, I didn't make a sound, 'cause I hit rock bottom and the bottom I'm 1,000 paces from the nearest dive, and I need a drink just to keep me alive.
Way to go.
Thank you. I'm gonna need some of that canned applause later.
You want something right now?
No, wait till after the next song.
Okay.
How's that?
Okay.
All right. I do something completely different, a little love song I wrote for my wife, Andrea. blind to the blossoms there, trampled by my own despair. I thought that I was smarter than the truth. My words were paper thin, there they go, we're born again. But you held them down deep inside your heart. Now I'm where you are, and that's good enough to save the day. Clumsy crusader, take your glasses off, 'cause your love is powerful stuff, and your heart is brave and sure. Oh, clumsy crusader, I'm yours. I've left 1,000 scars, tipping over idle hearts. I have lived a life of fun, and weird but not so relevant. I wish that I were younger still, or classically a pretty girl. But running, chasing time and space, never made for brighter days. And who's a hero now? And who's good enough to save my world tonight? Clumsy crusader, take your glasses off, 'cause your love is powerful stuff, and your heart is brave and sure. Oh, 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 clumsy crusader, I'm yours. Oh, 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 clumsy crusader, Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Lord. Thank you.
You said you wanted applause.
That was awesome.
That was great.
Thank you so much.
I love that song.
So I'm hoping that my father, Dr. Earl, was able to log on today. He just asked me about a song the other day, and it happens to be Harry Hewlett's favorite Rachel song, I think. And it is called Young Bill Jr., so I'm going to do this song. My father is of the classical ilk, so I'm not really sure how he started thinking about this song, because it's about as far from that as you can get, but I'm going to try it out. Here comes young Bill Jr., he's driving down the street, playing his brand new guitar and steering with his feet. A younger young Bill Jr. used to hang out with old men who jammed down at the Texaco on Riverside and 10. He passes a Southern prophet who introduced him to what he craves, and young Bill Jr. lifts his leg to wave. And young doesn't like to be called Young Bill Jr. He says, call me Shotgun Willie, but he don't know the pain that comes into knowing that name. And here comes depressed Bertha staring at her feet, walking in the bar where she has planned out her retreat. And Bertha do not say too much, but hey, everybody knows she must be gone before she goes. She says, I wish I walked the way that I walked when I walked with the Lord. I let the Savior lead me blind, but alone I'm just not sure. And depressed Bertha doesn't like to be called depressed Bertha. She says, call me Pollyanna, but she don't know the pain that comes into knowing that name. Here comes depressed Bertha, staggering down the street. Remember, young Bill Jr.'s out there driving with his feet. And Bertha's not so interested in that brand new guitar, but depressed Bertha does not get too far. And young Bill Jr. gets out and runs to the side of depressed Bertha. And one look was his inspiration, and she smiled once again, although she was in a lot of pain. There go Bill and Bertha driving out of town, determined all to hell that they should run someday dreams down. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Love that song.
I like seeing people in the peanut gallery on the top of our screens there.
Oh,
The
yeah.
people at home can't see those people, can they?
Yeah, well, see Eric Sommer at the top. You see him?
Yes.
He's a Nashville songwriter now. He's
Yeah,
Well,
I heard.
yeah.
I saw Eric's set. He was
Yeah.
awesome.
yeah,
That guitar was like, damn.
yeah. He's pretty good. He's over in North Carolina somewhere.
I'm gonna have to go to North Carolina and over to Phoenix and have some guitar lessons and stuff.
You can call me up anytime.
Excellent. Yeah, I'm working on my lead playing now, because my dream now is, now that I'm getting older, I just want to be that weird old lady in Nashville that goes around and shreds the guitar on everybody's stuff. Like, can I sit in? And then, I shred the guitar. Wouldn't that be cool?
You're not going to become older for another 20 years, I don't think. You're still a young thing, Rachel.
I'm working on it. Harry.
You working on getting older?
I'm working on getting older for sure.
It's inevitable, but you sound wonderful. What's the history of that song you just played?
The history of the song, well, it's been around for a very long time. I probably wrote it a good 20 years ago. And it was originally based on a friend of mine, a really good friend of mine, is a incredible performer, songwriter in Evansville, Indiana. And he's one of my best friends. And Young Bill Jr. was loosely based on him. And then probably Depressed Bertha is either based on me or some other people that I've known, that you know, there's a lid for every pot. That's kind of what that song's
like that.
about. So, yeah.
Did he ever play at the Space in Evansville?
The Space.
Yeah, do you remember that?
I don't remember the Space, but he probably does. Yeah, he's played about everywhere. He's probably one of the most popular folks to go see. He usually plays on his own, but he also plays with bands sometimes around town. But he's really amazing. He's like a human jukebox. Troy Miller. If I didn't say his name before, Troy Miller. He's amazing.
Great song.
Yeah, thank you.
Give us another one.
I will give you another one. Let me see what's on my list. All right. I'll play you I wanted to play you a Chuck Erman song. Me and Chuck have done a couple of songs.
Who? What's his name?
Some guy named Chuck Erman.
Chuck Erman.
You may have met him at some point.
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
Yeah. This is a song Chuck and I started writing together, and he doesn't take a lot of credit for it, but I think he's kind of the heart of the song. We started writing it together in Nashville, and then he moved. He left me. He moved, and I finished writing the song, and then I sent it to him. I said, "Guess what? We wrote a song together." But a lot of the idea behind the song was Chuck's, and I just took it and ran with it. So it's called Becky Dear. It's a spooky song. I think Sue would like it. Sue sang some murderous songs. This is a murderous song for Sue. When they found his cell was empty, he was working. Let me start over. When they found his cell, When they found his cell was empty, he was working on a good head start with the help of a borrowed Dodge and a stolen gun. There's no rest for the wicked, no mercy for a man gone wrong, and the only way to catch a break is to break and run. Becky dear, I'm coming home to you, like I always promised you that I would do. I know you're waiting for me to lie with you as the sun rises on your meadow. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. When a man is solid lonely, a woman haunts his mind and finds a way to penetrate those walls. If you could hear his lone voice begging to no one down the line, till he finally had to answer Becky's call. Becky dear, coming home to you, like I always promised you that I would do. I know you're waiting for me to lie with you as the sun rises on your meadow. Yep. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. When he finally reached that meadow lit by the setting sun, he prayed he'd be forgiven, Lord, for what he'd done. And he pulled that cold, cold trigger. His blood seeped in the ground, and his soulless body lay just where he shot his Becky down. And Becky dear, I'm coming home to you, like I always promised you that I would do. I know you're waiting for me to lie with you as the sun rises on your meadow, as as the sun rises on your meadow, as the sun rises on. I thank you. I thank you.
So Chuck won't let you put his name on that?
Oh no, I put his name on
You
it.
put it on. Okay, great.
Yeah,
Great.
I mean, we haven't really pitched it to anybody in particular, but
Okay,
no,
great.
yeah, I think
He's
it's
got
like,
his name on a lot of
you
good
know,
songs.
yeah, exactly.
So do you.
Thank you so much. I thought I'd pull out an old one for my old friend Deborah Donahue. She always liked this song. If I can remember the words. I'm gonna turn this up a little bit. If you were a poet and I were your friend, what would you say to me? You couldn't say just then. You tell me you're simple, you want a few words. Could you tell me that you love me? 'Cause I don't think that would hurt. If you were a poet and I were your friend, would you tell me I'm the tears in your voice, the spin in your wheels? Would you tell me that when day enters night, I'm the calm that you feel? And would forever finally begin if you were a poet and I were your friend? If I were your friend. And I know I'm a dreamer, I sleep when I can, to keep up with the fantasies that make me who I am. But I'm standing lonely among all these dreams, 'cause the image I have conjured is not a face I have seen. But if you were a poet and I were your friend, would you tell me I'm your breath when you sing a song to the heavens? Would you tell me that I make your heart stop and your life is in question? And would our love be what I pretend if you were a poet and I were your friend? If I were your friend. If I were your friend.
You're down to 4 minutes and one really big canned applause.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
All right. Hey, it dawned on me to say that I did a song a while back called Clumsy Crusader, and I had help from Annie Mosier on that, and I should have mentioned that. Crescent moon, I can hang my hat on you, and we can hang out in your living room and watch the stars twinkle. I would not mind getting high on some good moonshine, visit my baby through a wrinkle in time, 'cause that bird has flown. Crescent moon, we're on our own. And when you're full of yourself, it's like you're somebody else, a man judging me from above. And a half of a pie just won't satisfy when you're hungry as I for love. Oh, crescent moon, those curves get me in the mood, and we should pour down pitchers of woo, so they'll all feel me when it's raining, yeah. And if you please, please lessen the gravity, sing your sweet lullabies to me, so I don't dream alone. Oh, oh, crescent moon, we're on our own. And when you're full of yourself, it's like you're somebody else, a man judging me from above. And a half of a pie just won't satisfy when you're hungry as I for love. Oh, woo, 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 yeah. And I can't be around you when you're blue, crescent moon. Ooh, 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 ooh. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, world. Thank you, Harry. Appreciate it, man.